It's been about a few weeks since I made my last video about my take on healing and getting closer to God. Since I have made that video, I have been actually trying. I have been not even trying. It's just like a sense of wanting to better yourself, better your health, better your mindset, and things in that nature. It's also evident to me that once you start actually taking control of your life, how you eat, how you sleep, how you wake up during the day, how you pray in any ways, there are things or people that will try to get in the way of that. Since I have made that last video, there have been a lot of good things that has happened to me, and of recently, there are, I say, bad things that has happened to me personally, that has happened to me, and in a sense, how I handle the things that are now being seen as a challenge in my healing is way different than how I used to handle. I'm still refusing to let any bad situations that has happened to me become my identity, become who I am. And I can defend myself with the surest notion that I am on the right track. I am responding accordingly. I am taking this step by step. It's not perfect. It's not something that looks like a painted frame or anything in that case. It's more so handling the situation way better than I would have, like a long time ago. There has been a lot of things that has been revealed to me during my healing journey. Like I said in the last video, rose-colored glasses are off, meaning it's not even just in one scenario and situations where you be able to take off those. Sorry, somebody's calling me. Like, you be able to take off those glasses. It's not just one scenario. You actually forever start to take them off, and being able to see who's actually there for you and who's actually not. I've seen that there are a lot of people in my corner specifically, and I can't speak on anybody else's situation but mine, but I've seen that there is a lot of people in my corner who do not have my best interest at heart, who do not try to understand the depth and the meaning when it comes to me actually trying to better myself. Since I have been on this healing journey, there are, a lot of obstacles that I've been going through, a lot of arguments that has amped up for no reason between me and other people. It's like you find out what is actually also have been hindering you from seeing beyond the surface. When I was going through the very, very vulnerable stage of my life when I was healing, I was alone. And even though there were people that I personally loved, they were not there for me. I was not able to get the kind of support not a lot of people have. I have been on this healing journey all by myself. Even my spouse has been, has shown me their true colors when it comes to someone trying to better themselves no matter what. I've been able to try to remember that God says I'm not alone, even though I feel lonely. But deep down inside, me personally, I've always been able to do things on my own. My hurt has never stopped since childhood, since I was a baby. My hurt has never stopped at all, and I had to deal with so much, and I had to take on so much as a child. I've grew up so fast, and I've learned to just handle my own emotions and my own problems on my own, learning how to not take it out on anybody else, understanding that it's nobody else's problem but my own. Just taking on a lot of things by myself. And then when you get around new people who are supposed to be there for you, care for you, understand you, at least a shoulder to cry on. They don't know what to say, but at least they're there. I've never had that in my entire life, not even now. I am still physically alone in my healing journey. Understanding that even the people closest to you can entirely hate the fact that you are moving on with your life. Understanding that there are going to be multiple people who hate the fact that you are unbothered. Understanding the fact that there are people who are miserable enough to try to make your life miserable, knowing your vulnerable points. Especially the people closest to you. Now, this is not me saying don't trust the people that are near you, don't trust the people, but once you see, when you hit rock bottom to the point of your emotions are low-key spiraling out of control, how the other person responds to that, it'll show you exactly how they have been feeling towards you the entire time. The entire time. I just recently found out my spouse was, just engaging in infidelity while I was mentally breaking down since that first video that I made. The excuses that he has said to me, the things that he has tried to accuse me of, the defamation of character he has tried to put me under, it didn't make me depressed as to oh, maybe I did this, maybe I did that. It was more of a confirmation that you are really not my person. And now I need to move on. I refuse to argue with people who are set up to just misunderstand me no matter what. It's not my job to convince you that I am a good person. Through my actions and through my words will always speak louder than me trying to convince anybody. And once I found out what he was doing, and I found out that he won't change, myself, that they won't change, it not only made me understand that there are going to be continuously signs that there are people out here that are made to just be out to get you. When you are a child of God, there are things placed in your path purposely in order for you to be stronger in life, no matter what that looks like. I know my mother was placed in my path so I can be stronger, and my siblings, and now it's my husband. I know that despite the things they have said to me, despite the defamation of character they have tried to put me under, despite the fact that however they think I've done them wrong, I can look into myself and understand that what they say is not true. They'll try to put you under these things that come into your life will try to put you under an illusion that you should be depressed, that you should be wrong, that you are this and you are that. All I can say is fight that urge. Fight that urge to continuously blame yourself. Fight that urge that kept saying that this is your fault as to why it's happening. No one deserves to be treated the way that you are being treated at all, especially when you know you would never hurt anybody the way they hurt you. You do not deserve it at all. Don't blame yourself. Keep fighting that voice inside your head to tell you that what you're doing is wrong, what you're doing is not enough, because that's the devil. Remember how they say the devil don't come and, for you. He always sneaks up when you're the most vulnerable, especially. But when he see you happy, he will try to test to see how happy you actually are. He'll try to test how healed you actually are. This will be a forever thing. Forever. I'm learning to understand that even though I'm not one to sugarcoat anything, my life is not perfect. But I know that I wouldn't trade my heart, my soul, and my mind or body for nothing else. My situation would not change no matter how many lifetimes I go through. I still have to stand 10 toes down in the shit that I know. In the shit that I know. To know that I'm not alone. God is with me. My angels are with me. My ancestors are with me. Anybody who loves me and cares for me, those that I can't even see. I know that there is a better path than the one that you are trying to lead yourself down. I know that no matter how many times people will try to frame me as this big, bad, and ignorant, and rude, and delusional person, God told me that I'm perfect the way that I am. And it's not about, oh yeah, what they say is true, but I'm still perfect. Knowing that these people will deframe who you are entirely just to make themselves feel good, just to make themselves look good. I've been through situations where people have framed my character to other people in order to get them on their side. But you know what I do? Nothing. I promise you, you have nothing to prove to these people. Nothing to prove. You don't have to prove nothing. Everything will be revealed in time. When you get your chance to speak, you take it. You take it. And you speak your truth. The point of me even making these videos, and I have never even thought of being at YouTube, anything, was that I know that there are people who was just like me, scrolling trying to look for answers, trying to look for a sign, trying to understand what the hell they're going through because they can't make sense of it at all. Just know, in the time of your life where you are starting to heal and you feel like it's just one thing after another, just know that you're on the right path. Things will start to get heavier and heavier and heavier when you are on the right path. You know nothing wrong. As long as you're not sitting down and wallowing and wallowing in your crap, you cry about it, you get mad about it, you speak about it, and you let it go because it's not yours to hold on. I promise you, life is so much better after that. I'm still in the process of trying to make my life better, but I know when I let all this shit go, it's not coming with me. It ain't coming with me. It's not even gonna come with me when I'm dead in the ground. Why would I want to hold on to something that do not serve me? No matter what that look like. It could be the closest person to you. I bet you they will reveal how they feel about you when they see you either going through something or see you healing. You really have to use discernment when you are dealing with these type of people, because it can really destroy you from the inside out if you let it consume you. I love my spouse. I love my family. I would have done anything for them, but because the love is not reciprocated, I'd rather move on. I don't need to explain how much I love you. I don't need to explain how much I show you my appreciation or care for you. I don't need to explain nothing, because me in my absence going to speak louder than my words can ever do. When people are purposely out to get you for no reason, it could be even people who don't even know you. I'm telling you, people who don't even know you, you trying to make sense of why they acting like this, what's going on. I promise you, these are random ass attacks, because this is to throw you off your balance, throw you off your course, throw you off the path you're trying to go on. Don't take it to heart. These people are dealing with their own shit. That's why it's so easy for them to take out their anger and frustration out on you, even if you've done nothing wrong. Don't take it to heart. It ain't yours to take on. And even if it is somebody you know and love, don't take it on. I wouldn't want nobody to take on my crap. That's why nobody actually knows what's going on with me ever. Because I don't make it their problem. I don't make it their issue. I know God's got me, and I know I can heal from it. Nobody can give me the validation and understanding I can give myself. I was just telling my spouse the other night, I wish somebody had given me the advice that I give myself all the time. I wish somebody was there to lean on me and tell me everything was going to be okay. Tell me about myself in order for me to elevate myself. But I had to be that person for other people. I had to be the person to actually tell you where you went wrong and help you in order for you to elevate your life. I had to be that type of person. I tell you, that shit is not easy when you know that you are the type of person you want somebody to be to you. And there will be never nobody. They will never understand that the people that give advice usually go through this shit alone. They don't get advice from others. They have to actually articulate that advice from themselves. Understanding that The people who are wise in their own years, come on, they had to go through it alone in order to give that advice to others. Never had nobody to tell me everything's going to be okay. Tell me what I need to do in order to heal. Tell me that everything I feel is valid and I can cry it out, I can speak it out, but don't let that shit stick. I had to tell it to myself. I had to go through that shit by myself. I had to pray, I had to meditate, I had to do it by myself. And I am now supposed to be a messenger for those who go through the same thing. In order for those to know that not only are you not alone, but there are people out here going through the same exact thing. The same exact thing. Just this morning, I was so angry. I was so mad. I was trying to understand what it is that makes people so susceptible into hurting me in ways I would never hurt them. So acceptable to be able to talk down on me or talk to me or talk about me. So susceptible that all of this is unprovoked. But I had to realize people are in your life for a reason. So you can understand that not everyone is going to have your best interest at heart. Even the people that you really, really love. Even the people that are supposed to understand you. Even the people that's supposed to guide you. Even the people that's supposed to be doing life with you. You are going to be by yourself in your own shit if you don't understand that. There are people out here who is just an obstacle in your life. To understand that people deal with their own, people who are going through their own crap will take it out on you. Because they see you going through your crap, but they're confused as to how you are able to get out of it by yourself. How you're able to not ask for no help by yourself. They're jealous of that. They hate that. They envy that. They want that. And then they will show their ass to you. Just like my spouse did. And I told my spouse, whatever you got going on, you need to heal from. Because you trying to take it out on me ain't going to hurt. It's not going to get you nowhere. But you will continue to dig a ditch that you cannot get out of. You will continue to dig a hole for yourself because of your ignorance. Understanding that there are things in this world that you cannot, you cannot just be doing stuff. You can't treat people however you want to treat them because of the things you go through. You don't understand. You might not even know that those are the people that can help you. I always walk through life with the kindness on my shoulder, on my sleeve. I give people respect automatically. I try to stay out the way. I don't go in nobody's faces and try to gossip or fight or argue with nobody. No matter how much you think you don't do to other people. Oh baby, they will do it to you. They will show their ass. Show you exactly what you would never do to them. Don't let it consume you. Don't let it steer you off your path, because that is the purpose as to why they're showing their ass in the first place. To make you off balance. I was angry this morning and I cried my eyes out and I cried to God and I asked God, I'm tired of these people treating me any type of way they want to because they feel in a type of way. Asking God, what about me? About the things that I go through. How much I don't ever hold that against nobody who comes into my life. Why do I have to get the end of the fucking stick when it comes to other people's shit? Other people's things. I know that if I was in my if somebody was in my position, I held my hand out telling you not alone. But because because nobody has ever done that to me, I understand that I can walk alone. I understand that I am that person that holds my hand out to other people in order to let them know that they're not alone. I'm strong enough to understand and give the people advice that, hey, you're not the only one that's going through this. I promise you. So, this is not a video to bash anybody. If you have people in your corner who truly love and understand you, you're not lucky. Baby, you're blessed. You're blessed. But if you're somebody who is like me, who have to go through it alone, you are so blessed. You are so blessed because you can bless others. You can help others after you've helped yourself first. Don't ever make other people's issues or problems your own problem. Always get the advice and move on. Always get the advice and move on. Don't take it on. Whether they listen to the advice or not, it's entirely up to them. Don't get mad or angry because they don't listen. Don't get upset. Just understand that people learn just a little later than you, or they'll learn through experiences. Like, oh, dang, she was right. Understand that there's no frustration in just giving advice and walking away, especially those who really don't care for it in the moment. But regret and karma is always going to show people why they shouldn't just hurt people in the first place. So, this is not a video to bash anybody. This is not a video to convince anybody. This is a video to show show my thoughts, to show people to understand that there are other perspectives out there when it comes to healing, when it comes to an everyday life, when it comes to people's mindsets. You know, not everybody has the same mindset. I know on the internet people are seeing the same thing, but there are a very rare few people who actually see the world in a different light. This is a video as to where I wish I was able to find a video like this to understand my circumstances, to understand why things just keep happening. But it didn't work out like that. I have to be the one to make the video. Sometimes some people are just here to help others, even though they have to help themselves. But know that you cannot help others if you do not help yourself.